What is happening, everybody? Mattmade here, bringing you the top 5 interesting things I found in the gaming news this week. First off, we have MegaMan 11. The demo for MegaMan 11 just dropped. You can play through Blockman stage. Blockman, right? Yeah, Blockman stage. They also introduced a new robot master named Bounce Man along with a trailer. Now, Bounce Man seems pretty interesting. He's giant, looks like a balloon or some sort, and his stage mostly seems to be filled with things that'll bounce you around and knock you around, so it's probably going to be difficult. The entire demo was pretty difficult. Like, Blockman's stage was pretty unforgiving, and I expect the same for Bounce Man. So get the salt ready. I'm gonna be salty definitely when this game drops. I'm excited for it. I'm ready for it. But what do you guys think? Do you like the new Robot Master? Do you think he's interesting? Does he remind you of Clown Man from like 8 or something like that? I think Clown Man was 8, right? I think Clown Man was 8. But I'm ready. I'm ready for the Blue Bomber to make his return, and it looks great. I'm excited for it. Next up, we have PS4 not doing crossplay. Sony CEO Kenichiro Yoshida stated that they generally don't open up cross-platform multiplayer. Now, they do this for some games. I think games like Street Fighter and maybe Blaze Blue, but mostly fighting games, they don't really care. They're like, all right, you can play with PC or you can play with whoever else. I don't know if they work with Xbox or Nintendo in that regard, though. I know it's mostly PC games they open up with. This is primarily focused on games like Fortnite and Minecraft, where they feel that they give you the best experience and you should just be on their platform. And I know this really started to kick up and people got really angry at this when the whole Fortnite fiasco started, when you could not transfer your player profile off of PS4. You couldn't take anything with you. You had to stay on that ecosystem, which was crazy, but understandable. Now, I don't necessarily agree with what they're doing with the cross-platform play, but I do understand that, hey, they want to keep them on their ecosystem to make the money, because at that point, if it's not a first-party title, you can't guarantee you're going to get the money. Granted, if you're like me or a lot of other people, you have 2 systems or 2 or more systems anyway, so you have that option. But some people are PS4 only. They don't want to play with anybody else. This is a very small minority, but it exists. Now, onto exciting news. It's not exciting for me personally because it doesn't affect me personally, but I like it when companies innovate and are more inclusive. The Xbox Adaptive Controller is finally released. The Xbox Adaptive Controller is a giant white controller, rectangular, with 2 large buttons and multiple ports along the top and I think a few on the side. This is for people with disabilities or who can't use a normal controller, say they lost an arm or they have some type of illness or disease that prevents them from being able to play with a controller normally. They have all types of plugins and adapters and peripherals that really allow them to play the games, and it's more inclusive, which I really enjoy. I like seeing people be able to do things that they enjoy doing as easy as possible. And this is one that's really exciting. The base controller is about $100. It's programmable and it has a lot of attachments. It's like fully customizable. The attachments are sold separately, but there's no way to really get around that. And it's a great innovation for those who have special needs, and it's something I'm really excited and really happy to see Microsoft doing. Hopefully Sony and Nintendo, well, Nintendo has motion control so they can somewhat get around it, but it's something I hope Sony really looks at and goes, yeah, let's be more inclusive. Let's come up with something similar. Let's just make gaming easier for more people. Sticking with the Xbox news, this one's really weird. I don't know why they chose to do this one. The Xbox greaseproof controller. I did not stutter. It's greaseproof. It's in PUBG colors because I think it's like a co-op with PUBG or something. It's really odd. It's sprayed with like a polyurethane coating. It's impervious to minor scratches, water, and of course grease. And in the photo you see it's a controller laying on a bunch of fried chicken. Oh, fried chicken's delicious. Anyway, it's a really odd controller. Now, only about 200 of these controllers are being made. Currently, the only way to get one is to win it in a raffle or a giveaway on the Xbox ANZ or ANZ Facebook page. I don't know why they're doing this. Maybe it's like a promotion because PUBG may have released like a software update or a new patch or version or something like that. I haven't heard of a PUBG in forever, and it's like, oh, you guys still exist. You were hot for a minute. Keep trying that thing. Lastly, we have Nier Automata, or Automata, however you want to say it. It's getting 2 novels. Nier is an interesting game, but it's an interesting franchise. Like, the first Nier was really weird, and you have to play through it multiple times and to get multiple endings. This one is in a similar vein. It's not a direct sequel. It's its own thing, but it's Yoko Taro's really odd. He's a really weird person. I like him, but he's just really weird. But yeah, Nier Automata is getting 2 novels. They're being published by Viz Media. They're written by Jun Ishishima. I'm about to butcher this name horribly. Jun Ishima. Ishima and Yoko Taro, who directed the Nier Automata series. Series? Boy, you tripping. Who directed the Nier Automata game. The first novel will be called Long Story Short and follow the events of the game. The novel is going to be released in English on October 9th. It's already released in Japan, so we're just waiting for the translation and everything to get finished so we can get it. Pre-orders are up, and it generally goes about $15, but you can get it slightly cheaper on Amazon for like $13-ish, which is pretty cool. I'm excited about it. I pre-ordered it. I like the Nier Automata game. If you haven't played the game, definitely play the game. It has like 27 endings or 26 endings. It's nuts. One of them you literally do nothing. It's great. The second novel is going to be coming in 2019, and it's written by, again, Jun Ishima and Yoko Taro. This novel will be called Short Story Long, and it'll be a series of short stories put together in the Nier universe, but not necessarily following the events of the game, which pretty much expands upon the lore and what is in that world, because it doesn't really explain how that world is and what it is in the game. It's pretty interesting though. I'm excited for those books. If you haven't played Nier, definitely go out and play it. It's a great game. But those are the 5 things I found most interesting in gaming this week. It's been odd, it's been crazy, it's been interesting, but pretty much what gaming is all the time. And in the comment section down below, let me know what you guys think about one or all of these stories. This is a conversation. I love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget, if you're a fan of gaming, consider striking that subscribe button. This is Mattmade, and I will see you all next week.